Hello and welcome to Obla Air, a Learn English radio series from the British Council. I'm Joan Walker.
And I'm David Evans.
And in today's programme, we have the 8th episode of our story,
The Wedding.
Last time we heard that Vinny had some bad news for Betsy. A company in Freeport had offered her a large sum of money for her energy drink, Betsy's Booster. But Vinny had told her he could get her a much better deal in London. Unfortunately, he was wrong. So now Betsy has to speak to the company in Freeport again and ask if they will still give her a contract.
However, there was also some other, slightly better news for Betsy. We know that a young man has been trying to get in touch with her. He calls her Mrs. Donovan, by the way. But Betsy didn't know who he was or how to contact him. Then Layla overheard her conversation with Vinny in the office. Here's what happened.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but did you say something about Mrs. Donovan?
Yes, why?
Well, there was a call from someone the other day asking for Mrs. Donovan. He sounded like a young man.
Did he tell you his name?
No, I forgot to ask, but I'm pretty certain I took his number.
You took his number? Do you still have it?
Yeah, it'll be here somewhere, I'm sure.
In our first scene today, Pavi walks into Betsy's kitchen and says,
That smells good. What are you making?
And my first question for you is, what is Betsy's answer to that? Pavi then asks her,
Have you made that phone call yet?
Betsy says she's called the people about Betsy's Booster, but Pavi isn't talking about that. She says,
Have you called the number Layla gave you?
Betsy says she hasn't. She says she feels nervous about it. She obviously hopes it's one of her sons who's trying to contact her. She says,
I haven't seen them for such a long time.
She then talks about her 3 sons, Bruno, Andre, and Hunter. And my next question is, what have they been doing? Betsy then asks Pavi.
I was wondering if you could call for me.
Pavi, of course, agrees to do so. And my third question is, who is trying to contact Betsy? Let's listen and find out.
Hello, Betsy.
Oh, hello there.
That smells good. What are you making?
It's a cake.
A cake? What sort of cake?
Well, it might be a wedding cake.
What do you mean it might be a wedding cake? It either is a wedding cake or it isn't.
Well, it's an experiment.
Well, even if it's an experiment, it's a bit early, isn't it?
But this is a fruit cake. It will keep. And I want it to be really special, so I thought I'd allow plenty of time. It's worth it for the captain, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose so. Anyway, have you made that phone call yet?
What, to the Betsy's Booster people? Yeah, they said they'd get back to me.
No, Betsy, not them. Have you called the number Layla gave you?
Oh, no.
What? Why not?
Well, I was just feeling a bit nervous about it. I mean, of course, it could be one of my sons, but if it is, which one? I haven't seen them for such a long time. I have a feeling it might be Bruno.
He's the one who's been working in Germany?
Yes, but then again, it could be Andre.
The one who joined the army?
Yes, or I suppose it could even be Hunter.
He's the one you don't talk about.
Yes, but then again, it might not be one of them. It might be someone else entirely. I don't know. It all's so worrying. You see, Pavi, I was wondering if you could call for me.
Oh, Betsy, of course I'll call for you. But what do you want me to say?
Just find out who it is and then tell him I'll call back later. That will give me some time to get myself ready.
Oh, OK then. Where's the number?
You're not going to call now, are you?
Well, yes. Why not? There's no time like the present.
Oh, OK then.
Right. 593. This is quite exciting, isn't it? Oh, it's gone straight to voicemail. What do you want me to do?
Who is it? Does it say who it is?
It's Bruno.
Oh, really?
Shall I leave a message?
Yes. Can you give him my number? my mobile phone number and ask him to call me?
When?
This evening. Ask him to call me this evening.
OK, will do. Hello, Bruno. You don't know me, but I'm a friend of your mother.
So what is Betsy making? She says,
It might be a wedding cake.
as we know, Betsy and Pavy think that the captain is getting married next month and that he's trying to keep it a secret from them. But they are determined to celebrate the event. Betsy says,
I want it to be really special. It's worth it for the captain, don't you think?
and what about my next question? What have Betsy's 3 sons been doing?
Bruno has been working in Germany. Andre joined the army.
And what about Hunter? Pavy says.
He's the one you don't talk about.
And who is trying to contact Betsy?
It's Bruno.
But when Pavy calls him, he doesn't answer his phone, and so it goes to voicemail. Pavy asks,
Shall I leave a message?
and Betsy tells her,
Can you give him my mobile phone number and ask him to call me this evening? You're listening to Obla Air, a Learn English radio series brought to you by the British Council. And don't forget, you can find more resources at the British Council Learn English website at learnenglish.britishcouncil.org.
The next scene takes place in the Obla Air office the following morning. Pavy asks Betsy.
So, Bruno didn't call?
Betsy tells her he didn't. Betsy sounds disappointed, so Pavy says,
I'm sure he will. He was probably working or something.
We then hear the captain arrive. Betsy says to him,
You seem in a very good mood.
They then talk about something the captain bought in London. So what did he buy in London? And what do Betsy and Pavy say about it? After the captain has left, we hear a phone ringing somewhere. Pavy says,
Betsy, that's your mobile. Quick, quick, answer it.
So who is calling Betsy? And what does this person want? Let's listen and find out.
So Bruno didn't call?
No.
Oh, but he will. I'm sure he will. He was probably working or something.
Yes, you're right. There is probably a simple explanation.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
morning,
Captain.
It's a lovely day today, isn't it?
Well, you seem in a very good mood.
Do I?
Well chosen, I would say.
Chosen by someone with an eye for fashion.
So, is this the new image, Captain?
A new image for a new life, perhaps?
What on earth are you two talking about? Anyway, tell me later. I'm in a hurry. Moustache.
Well, what did you think of that?
Oh, there is something going on. You can tell.
Oh, Betsy, that's your mobile.
Yes, it is.
Quick, quick, answer it.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Ah. Hello? Hello? Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh, really? What? But you offered me much more than that before. I see. Okay. Well, thank you.
So that wasn't Bruno?
No, it was the man at the end of the day.
Oh, well, you always said you weren't really interested in the money.
Yes, it's true, I did.
I'd phone him straight away, though, if I were you. There's no point in waiting. Get what you can before he changes his mind again.
You're right. I'll do it right now.
So what did the captain buy in London?
A new suit.
Betsy says,
It's very well chosen.
and Pavy adds,
Chosen by someone with an eye for fashion. Is this a new image for a new life, perhaps?
they obviously think the suit has been chosen by his future wife. But the captain just says to them,
What on earth are you two talking about?
and then he rushes off. Shortly after that, we hear Betsy's mobile ringing. And who is calling her?
Well, it's not Bruno. It's the man about Betsy's booster.
And what does he want? Unfortunately, it's bad news. Betsy says,
He's offering me less than half the money he was offering before.
Pavy asks,
Can't you negotiate with him?
but Betsy replies,
He said, take it or leave it. He wants my decision by the end of the day.
so it looks like Betsy is not going to make so much money from her energy drink after all. But what about the captain? Are we sure that he's getting married to a woman called Janet from London? And will Betsy's son Bruno get in touch with her? To find out, join us again next time.
This is Obla Air, a learn